All right, so Shalom, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wakah, Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yasha'Allah, Barakatah Yahweh, Kahala, Shalom, Shalom, Halawayah, Halawayah. We're going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and were well, who overseen the construction of the tabernacle of David, a more perfect tabernacle. Shalom to the Akim, while Aqua scattered abroad, and Shalom to the sincere believers. I'm going to get in straight into it, man. As you see, as the article is put up right here, it says the Netherlands, and this is December 19th, 2021, says the Netherlands has just gone into a month-long nationwide lockdown in response to the Omicron surge, man. It says Prime Minister Mark Rutte seen wearing a face mask during the weekly plenarian debate in the Tweede Kamer Parliament, December 1st, 2020, in The Hague, Netherlands. And what is significant about The Hague, that is where the United Nations International Judicial System is located. That's the headquarters of the judicial system, man. That's where if you want to bring crimes against a person who's done like what's the word, global acts of terrorism or crimes against humanity, that's where the charges are brought up at. It says the Netherlands is the first EU country to reimpose a strict lockdown as Omicron cases surge, and what's also very heavy about that is the EU, European Union, which is a part of the beast system along with NATO, man. So this is the first quote unquote EU country to impose a strict lockdown, man. Even though all these other European countries, such as France and I think man, y'all know what I'm trying to say. A lot of these other countries have been going ape shit over the things that are going on, man. A lot of these countries have been implementing pandemic restrictions, man. Some countries you got the vax and unvax on different sides of a fence, man. Like it's the Berlin Wall or something like that. Some countries, man, you got people protesting and rioting against the jab, man. Some Australia, they've been under the boot for quite some time now, man. Says restaurants, salons, and non-essential shops closed Sunday until at least January 14th, man. Restaurants, salons, and non-essential shops, man. And what is defined as non-essential, man? That's something interesting to go into. Says here's the difference between essential business and a non-essential business, as more than 30 states have imposed restrictions. It says the exact definition of essential varies by location, but non-essential applies to most recreational businesses like movie theaters, restaurants, malls, skating rinks, skate parks, gyms. So these are all essential. Let's see. It says these are businesses largely agreed to be non-essential: theaters, gyms and recreation centers, salons and spas, museums, casinos, racetracks, shopping malls, bowling alleys, sporting concert venues. These are businesses which the country's category varies by region. Restaurants and bars, liquor stores, industrial manufacturing not related to essential function, construction, labor unions, marijuana dispensaries, gun stores, home office supply stores. And what's important to understand about that is these are all things that are implemented in Babylon the Great to keep your mind amused, man. Muse means to think, but when you put the A in front of it, it means not. It means not to think, man. So they're shutting down everything that they have given you to not think and to focus on that grief and sorrow, man. They want you to. They want to drive you crazy, man. That's basically the whole mindset and plan of action of Esau Edom when they implement these lockdowns. They want to drive you crazy. They want you to the lament for the teats, man. They want you to not only that, they want to destroy the middle class, but what let's see. Um, I'm drawing a blank, Slakia. But yeah, they want you to basically sit in the corner and be on punishment and uh thinking about basically submitting to what the white man basically says to do, man. So let's go back to it. Salaki, I'm so sorry about that. Let's go back to it. Go back to the article. So here in the Netherlands, the whole country, man, the whole country of the Netherlands, man, the whole landmass is on lockdown for non-essential businesses. It's closed Sunday, which is today, until January 14th. That's about three to 4 weeks, man. 3 weeks of basically nobody gets to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It says the Netherlands has lagged other European countries in its booster rollout. It says the Netherlands entered a nationwide lockdown on Sunday, becoming the first EU country to reimpose stringent holiday restrictions in the face of surging Omicron cases. Because why, man? These big Thanksgiving and Christmas are the times of them. You know, travel is elevated, man. People are trying to get around their family. People are going places, going on trips. People are heavy in the stores, trying to do last minute shopping, preparing big meals and all this, that, and the third, man. So, I mean, I don't know what genius thought of this, but I mean, it makes sense, man. You got all these, this whole pandemic thing is supposed to be such a detrimental and dangerous. This disease is supposed to be so life threatening. But you can't tell, man. The people are so lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just doing what they want to do, man. So it's like, this is that show of force, man. This is when that Revelations 12 and 12, man, the beginning stages of the devil coming down with great wrath, man. It says Dutch Prime Minister Mark on Saturday announced that restaurants, bars, non-essential shops, beauty salons, and concert venues and cinemas will be all closed from Sunday, man. Says most indoor sports facilities will close, and supermarkets and chemists remain open on restricted hours. I guess that means pharmacies. Says schools and colleges will also close until January 9th. Funerals are restricted to 100 attendees or fewer. Says people will be permitted to receive 4 visitors indoors over the Christmas period, and are otherwise restricted to a single visitor, man. They're coming down, man. They're telling you who you can have in your house, who you can't have in your house, how many people can have in your house, how long they can be there, this, that, and the third, man. And what that reminds me of what Second Esdras, because all this is what the scripture said. All this is the beginnings of sorrows, man. We're in the beginning phases, man. This is basically the introductory phase of the book that is called The Last Days, man. The last of the last days, where all the characters are introduced, man. You get certain understanding of certain things that are going on. They're laying the basis for what, man? For great morning, man. Second Esdras 16 and so here it is. Well, I guess I gotta start at 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, man." Because you can still get things for $1, man. If you want to stick to off-brand, Coca brand, Walmart brand things, you can still get, nice cases of water, $2, pasta box, dollar, all that stuff. You can get it fairly cheap, man. Gas is not astronomical, but it's higher than what most people are been used to seeing. But what's important about that is even still though the economy is still falling on, people think they're in a good case, man. Even though we're on the verge of self-destruction, man. We're on the verge of great sorrow, death, and destruction. It says, even then shall evils grow upon the earth, man. What's going on behind the scenes, man? What's not being shown on the television scene, man? Riots, uprisings, sexual perverseness, wickedness, sword, famine, Russia and China. Russia's, you know what I'm saying? Russia's basically on go, man. They're like United States. If you pull up in Ukraine, man, we gonna blow at you with the blowers. Famine, the bottleneck that still hasn't been resolved. I wanted this. The euthanization of animals, the destruction of crops, man, and great confusion, man. You don't know who's who anymore. You don't know what's what. All the misinformation and propaganda being perpetuated throughout this place. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hungry shall the sword destroy, man. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, man. And we're in the beginning stages of that, man. You people better look around and realize that everything around you is going to the shitter, man. These days that we're living in now, man, you're not gonna. Hey, a couple months from now, we're gonna be living in a totally different world, man. And Lord willing, if we make it through 2022, man, 2023 is gonna be another totally different type of year. Hey, it's gonna become so bad that the life that you live just a few months ago, it's gonna seem like you lived that life 15 years ago, man. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it, man. Because there's going to be so much stuff going on, man. The tree shall give fruit. Hey, and that goes into what, man? That universal income, man. That universal income. Nobody's going to need to work, man. Everybody's going to get a check, man. You're going to get paid to stay at home. You're going to get paid to stay in the house, man. You're going to get paid to get the chip. That Revelation 13, 15 through 18. The tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them, man? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, because of the aforementioned calamities, man. Death, famine, pestilence, and destruction. And here's the point. It says, so that man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and the clefts of the rocks, man. But it says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice, man. You think these people don't have families bigger than 4 people, man? A lot of people have more than 2 kids, man. And their kids might have kids. So we see right now, we're seeing the limitation of human interaction, man. That's why the whole introduction of the metaverse is gonna be so prolific, man. It says, this is 2 Ezra 15 and 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, man. You're gonna want to go to Fred's house. You're gonna want to go you're gonna want to go see the new Matrix movie, man. You're gonna go. It's like you're gonna want to go do the things that you should do, and you're not gonna be able to, man. Because every time you step out of the house, there's gonna be some shit you gotta duck, man. That's Amos the 9th chapter. Let me get that real quick. It's a beautiful scripture, man. Every time you step out of the house, you're going to have something you need to duck, man. Or is it Amos? Amos 5? Amos 5 and 18, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. To what end is it for you? What's going to be the profit for you people who are hastening the day of the Lord? And your ignorance, man, and your wickedness, man, because that's what you Christianers do, man. You say you can't wait to see JC, man, cheese and rice, but do you really understand what that means for you? Of course not. It says the day of Yahweh Shem Yahshai is darkness and not light, man. And hey, man, darkness being what, man, meaning bad times, man. It's gonna be a lot of a lot of stuff going on. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. It says, shall not the day of Yahweh Shemiah shall be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it, man. It ain't gonna be no joy and mirth in that day, man, and the days that preceded, man. But it says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. You know what I'm saying? You through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah, you get into it with a lion, or you see it, or a lion is on your ass, and you as a mere mortal man, you are able to get away from a lion, man. And then you get away from a lion, you think everything's good. Next thing you know, you see a bear, man. A bear that just probably woke up from hibernation, a bear ready to eat, man. A bear, you know what I'm saying, probably with his cubs ready to defend him. You meet him. Or then you get away from the bear, you finally get some sanctuary, or a thought of sanctuary. You go into the house and you lean upon your wall. Just that, and that's that feeling of relief, man. What happens to Jake when they, you know what I'm saying, they're working out, or they run fast, or they trying to get away from the cops? What they usually put their hands on their knees, or they get somewhere, they either sit down and put their hand on something for support, man. You you try to get that support, and then what? A serpent gets your ass, man, when you least expect it, man. And that's what's gonna happen. You people, every time you leave the house, man, it's gonna be something after something after something, man. So going back to the article, it says the wider lockdown is expected to last until at least January 22nd, the government said, man. And it says Root told reporters that the lockdown was unavoidable, man. And hey, man, don't be surprised if this lockdown goes from something that was anticipated to be just a couple weeks to indefinitely, man. Because why? People don't listen, man. You know, especially here in America. And best believe this is gonna come to America, man. And they're gonna paint it to be for your own good, man. Because it's a Marion. It's supposed to be bigger, stronger, faster. And you gotta understand that these nations, man, that are in the NATO and the EU, man, they're on one accord when it comes to certain things, man. International politics run everything you see, man. That's why it's so hard to get into it, man. International politics, what's going around the whole globe, because the elites, this is the chessboard, man. The world is the chessboard, and these countries are the chess pieces, man. So yeah, don't be surprised if this goes into something indefinite, because people, you know what I'm saying, with the bigger, faster, stronger Omarion, you know what I'm saying, cases get out of hand, certain stuff happens, people don't listen. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, and then it says what? They were lagging. Where is it? It says the Netherlands has lagged other countries in its thingy, man. Meaning they were behind, man. So they're already behind on where they want to be. It says, here it goes. Blah, 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 blah. It says, during the early stages of the pandemic, the Dutch imposed an intelligent lockdown that focused on shielding high-risk people while aiming for population immunity. The Netherlands have been slower than other European nations to get its thingy going. While 85% of its population is Jews, 9% have received one jump start. You know what I'm saying? Only 9% have received that, man. That's crazy, man. No, not crazy, but it's astronomically different from all these other countries, man. So you got the fact that and according to Dr. Fake Man, he would say that that's terrible, man. He would say that you're drastically unprepared for the hit of this variant, man, because the boost is supposed to protect against it's supposed to protect, man. So you basically got, you know what I'm saying, unboost, heavy season of traffic, people coming and going, a heavy season of buying. On top of the fact that it's already the winter season, it's already the season to get sick, man. Majority of people get sick when? During the winter time. So all these things are looking people in the face, man. So yeah, don't be surprised if it goes from a short term thing to something indefinite, man. You ain't never leaving your house again, man. Until what? Like they did here in America, man. Until we get a certain amount of people to where we want to be, where we want them to be. And again, man, don't think that this is not gonna come to Babylon the Great, man, because it is, man. It's the scriptures prophesy of these things, man. We read it in Second Ezra 15 and Second Ezra 16, man. There's gonna be a point where the government, Esau Edom, says, for your benefit, man, we need to lock this country down, man. Especially here in Babylon the Great, man. People don't listen, man. You you can't get people to not. You can't. It's hard getting them people to wear their mask, man. And again, Omarion's supposed to be bigger, faster, and stronger. You already got people not wanting to wear a mask. You already got people bucking up against the juice. You already got people, you know what I'm saying? Again, winter cold season, time of heavy traffic, time of heavy buying, heavy commercialism, you know what I'm saying? So all these factors are gonna play into what, man? This impending lockdown, man. And if it's not an impending lockdown, it's gonna be some type of restriction. It's gonna be something put into place, what, to protect you from the Omarion. And then if it's not the Omarion, it's probably gonna be the Zeta or the Psi or the Phi variant. You never know, man. Especially here in Babylon the Great, man. So this is Isaiah 24. This whole chapter is bad. It says Isaiah 24 and 3. It says the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled. For Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua has spoken his word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant, man. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. Ooh, that's a bad scripture, man. Isaiah 24 and 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh, man. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Says the city of confusion, Babylon the Great, is broken down. Every house is what? Shut up, that no man may come in, man. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, man. And this is talking about the destruction of this place, but the way that it's so poetically described, man. You just look, man. We're in those beginning stages, man. Where you can just tell, man. You look around, man. It's a totally different vibe and feeling over this planet, man, than it was, let's say, 2016, man, or even hell, 2005, man. The 2000 to 2010, those were some great years, man. Very technological advances, man, and that laid the foundation for this world that we live in now, man. And I just wanted to go into that quickly because that's interesting, man. Because while you're seeing that reemergence of keeping you shut in your house, man, keeping you making you sit in the corner and wish for what, man? Let's go to Jeremiah 51. It says Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua's hand that made all the earth drunken, man. That's called Americanization, man. The spread of the culture, ideologies, and philosophies of America. That's why you see all across these countries, the world, you see their what's the word? Prominent fast food chains like McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. You see them in countries that are that have been traditionally known to be agricultural based, man. You got fast food places out in France, man, when they're known as the cultural, the basically the place to go for good food, man. It's, what's it, Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been the golden company held by Shah's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, her philosophies, her ideologies. Therefore, the nations are mad, man. Babylon is suddenly fallen, destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And here's the point. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, man. That's what they want you to do, man. They want you to sit in the corner, sit in your house, stare at your four walls, and wish and lament for the teats, man. Wish you could do something. Wish you could do something to go back to normal, man. And then what? They're going to come in with that pseudo salvation that, hey, you can actually do something to go back to the way things used to be. You can take this RFID microchip, man. You can take it, man. Everybody takes it. There's no more pestilence. There's no more. There will be no more war. There will be no more. You can do whatever you want, man. Take this chip. Enjoy the metaverse. Enjoy outside. Enjoy a new way of life, man. Under this NWO, man. You don't want to work anymore? That's fine, man. We got the universal income for you, man. They're gonna make it so they're gonna shine it up, man. They're gonna make it so pleasant to the eye that it's like you'll be a fool to resist it, man. And that's part of that what the elder Ariala, he kind of opened my eyes to this, man. There's something I never really thought about. Revelations 13 and says 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It said, and he causeth all, man. And how is he gonna do that, man? What is he gonna use? What is gonna be the tool, the factoring thing? What is he gonna use to implement this system, man? That way of life, man. That return to normalcy as what? That submission motif, man. He's gonna passively. He's gonna use something to passively make the fuck you. He's going to use something to passively influence your decision making, to bend to his will, man. And what? We are in the beginning of sorrows, man. This is just the beginning, man. So no, kind of just let me do something else, and then I'll close it down, man. European. I see that Europe second dot now. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, let's get into it because man, these European countries, man, they're coming down, man. So it says Romania will introduce night curfews and make health passes mandatory for most venues. Days after recorded 19.25 deaths per million people, man. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. One of the world's highest COVID dope. I didn't say what you thought I said, YouTube. I said dope. The familiar disease death rates per capita. That's a lot of people, man. Almost 19 out of 19 per. Okay, so for every 1 million people, of those 1 million people, 19 died. That's from this disease. I mean, hey, whatever. But you see, they came up with the health passes, night curfews, says neighboring Ukraine reported its highly David number of the familiar disease, and they implored nationals to get juice, saying it was the only way to prevent a lockdown. So if they don't get to where they want to be, they're going to shut it down. And then look at here. It says these are two ways at the crossroads. Juice or lockdown. They're not playing with you, fuck people, man. Over there in Europe, you gonna get it, or are you gonna sit in your house? Zelensky said in a televised interview with Ukrainian broadcast channel on Monday. It says every day we face this challenge and this choice. I am totally against the lockdown because the economy. They know that a lot of these European countries, man, their GDP is not that high, man. Their gross domestic product, which is the total amount of goods and services produced in the country, man, it's not that high. So, they can't really afford a lockdown. It says, but by Friday, schools in Ukraine, hotspots were shut down, and the government announced certificates or a negative test to access public transport, and the capital area deaths hit a record 1614, man. Says Russia is enduring the worst ever phase of the thing. Moscow began a 10-day lockdown on Monday. And it goes on and on, man. You see these European countries, man, they're coming down with it, man. They're not playing, man. And this is coming to Babylon the Great, man. That's crazy, man. And these European countries are telling you straight to your face, man. You're either gonna get it or you're gonna sit in your house, man. We don't care what you want or what you're gonna do, man. Cause things in the eastern part of the world, man, things are more austere, man. Things are more strict and heavy, man. It's only over here in Babylon the Great that you get this effeminate culture, man, where everybody's such a marshmallow. So this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shema Shai and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For Yahweh Shema Shai shall bring every work into judgment for every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. With that being said, hallelujah.